It's your boy Atlantic City back with another episode of Interrogation of a Predator and back with Jim Rauch. But before we dive into the interrogation footage, you can follow me on Twitter at Lantic_City. Twitter not your thing? Maybe you like Instagram. I'm on there too, at LanticCityLC. Would you like to donate to the channel? For as low as $1, you gain early access to a video of your choosing, whether it be the next episode of Interrogation of a Predator, a look at, or whatever other shows I got going on at the time. Interrogation of a Predator, Sundays. The season finale of Dear Kayla Love Lorne, tomorrow. Season 2 has just flown by, but don't worry because Season 3, the third and final season of the Dear Kayla Love Lorne series, starts April 11th. A look at on Tuesdays, and of course, ORRESTED returns Wednesday, March 16th. Now let's dive on in to the interrogation footage.
It means that they're probably a prostitute and they're putting their stuff out in the can. Most likely it means it doesn't mean a damn thing at all.
So what happens after that?
Okay, I put up a message out and they respond. And Cheyenne responds.
What happens after that? I'm not tech savvy. So
Okay. So Cheyenne responds. She says, "Hi, how are you? Hi. Yeah, what you doing?" And it goes from there. And then
That's where it goes.
If they're in the legal system and they're taking care of their little niches that they need to take care of, say, "Well, hey, I'm only 13. Oh, that's okay. Still want to talk to you. What's going on? How was school today?" And I don't mean that. That sounds so trite. And it doesn't mean, in terms of me, I'm a teacher. I've been a teacher. I've done it.
Oh Lord.
How was your school today? Is not, well, let me get in and fuck you. That's not it. It's understanding that person. And I guess that's what the
Because they have social needs too,
they
just
have
like
social
you.
needs. Here, okay, and then in what is presented to me from Cheyenne or whoever it is, stupidly said me as one, is here's this girl, supposedly girl, who supposedly is going through a divorce, whose parents are separated, not as an opportunity for me as a predator to go after them, but as a person to try and answer questions, and then I
You're helping them.
Except for, like I said this afternoon, which I went way over, and I only went overboard because of the fact that I personally was frustrated. But that's the end of it.
So do you see your role as helping them through their life as well as them helping you?
I'm always doing that. That's the person I am.
Always helping.
sounds like you've done it for many years.
He's a helpful bastard.
I mean, you've helped people,
30, 40 years.
Yeah.
And not on the internet, but yeah.
Well, I'm not saying in your life. In your lifetime, you've helped many people.
To my colleague, it's next door to me. I'm helping her do what she needs to do. I'm not a bad person. I'm really not. And I didn't hurt her. I hurt whoever this Cheyenne was, which was
George
And I
from
knew
down
it.
the hall.
I don't know. Maybe in the back of my mind, I think I knew this was bad. I knew this was bad. And in the back of my mind, I think
You
maybe
knew what was bad.
it was a setup.
He knew it was bad, but he chose to do it anyway. What'd he say? Setup?
It was all a setup.
It was all a setup. So it wasn't a bad idea that he was talking to a 13-year-old girl. It was a bad idea because he knew it was a setup. Goddamn, Jim. Fuck you. Oh, I was about to say autoplay is on again. I was about to say, fuck you, autoplay. You always turn it on when I turn you off. Damn, Jim.
Oh, talking with her was a setup?
Is that Kathy? My one true love?
From the beginning. And in that frame, I was hoping that it wasn't. But in the good.
So he was hoping that it was a real 13-year-old girl. Okay. We see where you're coming from, Jim. I think we get the picture.
Nature that I am, I really wanted to help. I you know.
Sure.
How are you going to help her tonight?
I don't know. Tonight,
Mm-hmm.
talk with her.
Talk.
Talk with her about this divorce thing that her parents were going through.
But you just talk to
I
him.
mean, really, that was my just.
Do you think it could have been more?
No. Got it. Okay. And let me go back to who was talking about lesbian. I went to, like I said, a swingers club last night in Dayton. I walked down.
I would have walked out of a swingers club
Pretty
too.
one there.
You don't get no prize for that.
That's not what I mean, it's sexual.
But in your chat, you asked if she would have
Well,
sex.
only because I was trying to get that corner into her to let loose, and you know, and I don't know, maybe in the wrong, maybe in the bad sense of things, maybe that was it, but I don't think it was. I wouldn't have followed through with it.
I think it was more just trying to get a connection with her.
Yeah, I really do. I think she just doesn't know where she's going. She doesn't know where she's going.
And she's trying to figure life out, and you're trying to help her figure that life out.
At least in my sense of it.
In your mind.
I would have. The last thing I wanted to do was come over here to Campbell County and meet a 13-year-old. Give me a break.
Give
Last
you a
night
break?
I could have had 2 women. Why would I want to do that?
Yeah, why would you want to do that? You had 2 girls last night, huh? Jim got all kind of girls thinking he's David Schumacher. Why would he want a 13-year-old? I think we might know why.
But tonight you were just trying to help somebody.
I really feel I was trying to do that. And I turned her down twice. If you read those damn emails, I turned her down twice. I'm not coming. I'm scared. I don't want to do it. It's too much for me to do.
Yeah.
And I really felt that way. But I was trying to. She was so searching. Now again, it's that. And this is the part that bothers me, is that provoking to get me to do something. Without that
You was gonna do it anyway.
provoking, I would have. She'd have backed off. If it had been backed off, I would not even thought about it.
Chat stream comments. I don't know about that one. What do you think?
Yeah, but she must have really needed you for you
No,
to,
not
for
she.
her to,
Whoever it is. Let's make clear.
right, but what you
See,
thought
that's-
was that
but
she
that-
needed you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I go back to that in relationship to the police department, the criminal justice. You gotta watch out how far you take that, because there are people who do care about other people, and I'm. You can write off this thing. You can take me to court and all that. I wasn't gonna hurt that kid.
And I don't think you would.
I wasn't. There's no question about it.
Jim, I honestly think you were not going to hurt Cheyenne or whoever you thought you were going to meet tonight. Jim, I know you're not going to hurt her, right?
I know that. No, I wasn't.
I don't think you had any.
I have more
hurting.
intention of hurting myself than I do of hurting
But
her.
you needed to fill a void.
No. It's not a void. I don't want to make it a void. I got people I talk to some places. Okay.
On a need.
I have a need to help people. Maybe that's closer to it than filling a void. Because I do have people who have problems, and I have no problems. But yeah.
Relationships are hard, and
Yes, they are.
it sounds like that
Hell yes.
the connection that you were making with her, she was innocent, you were innocent, you were just trying to help her, and it just got out of hand.
It got out of hand. I agree with you.
Yeah, and it's much easier to talk to a younger person because they're more open and understanding.
But see, and again, this is the lesson I think that you need to learn. You're playing a role, and whoever's doing it is playing the role of something that they're not. And when they play that role, they've got all this stuff behind them, all this garbage. Not garbage. It's not really garbage. It's really experience. Okay, they've got that behind them, and they're manipulating it all the way through it.
Mm-hmm.
And with a person or a good, successful, what do they call
You're
it?
starting to lose me here. You're not making much sense. You're starting to lose me here. I'm feeling a little woozy here. You hit me with the phone, Dick!
Officer who is doing this. A good officer can remove that a little bit, so they can be innocent to bring it in. But the return on that, which is the problem, is the person from the outside who comes in. They don't see it as that person who has all that control.
Oh.
And therefore, relax, give up levels of intensity that they might not have if they were talking to an adult. And therefore, because of relaxing that intensity, maybe get some things out that need to get out, but also go, in my case, go overboard, and expect that person who's on the other side, who is intelligent enough and has the experience enough to really understand what's going on there, makes a critical judgment instead of an emotional judgment on what's happened to a person like me. I don't know if that makes sense, but do what you have to do. I don't
doesn't.
really care. I mean, I really do. It's either gonna crush my life, or we're gonna go.
I think by getting it off your shoulders and talking about it, I think at least you're making a step somewhere. I mean,
I'm not trying to get some damn 13-year-old in my bed. That's not it.
Is that so?
If I want to get somebody in my bed, I go to the swingers club. I go to the people I date, which there are 3 or 4 that I normally date, and I
Big
can
Pimp
do that.
Jim.
That's not. I mean, that's not. I'm not a predator. I'm not that in that
Jim ain't a predator. Jim's a pimp from the way it sounds.
ballgame. I don't like even young women. There's a little problem with that. I'm sorry. It's like young little guys. I'm not. Put them over there.
That's not your thing.
It really is something.
That's not your thing.
But it's not. But beyond not my thing. It's I don't. There are people out there who do, and that's not me.
And
I'm really serious.
you know, Jim, if I thought that was you, I wouldn't waste my time here with you. Because
Yeah, you would.
if I felt that way, I'd say, you know what, Jim's
Yeah,
like
throw
that, throw you away, and out the door I go.
Okay, let me give you another indication. I taught music for 31 years. I have never been arrested in that 31 years for any kind of child molestation or anything like that. In the 31 years, I've seen many, many kids go through my system, and through the systems that I work. It's the wrong ballgame. I mean, it's not me.
Okay. So when you were online chatting, and you felt that you felt like you were talking to somebody who possibly did understand and probably had some experiences, you felt like you could let go, right?
You know, it's funny to put it in perspective over the last couple weeks in which China's been involved. I did not feel that way until tonight. And I don't know what made that difference. I have no idea what made that difference, but I felt like maybe it's a movement on the part of the people whoever did it to kind of motivate me to go that direction. No, I really was very, very cautious of not letting any information out, not even my emotions until tonight.
Tonight you felt, that you could be.
I guess I was
be
like
free.
I was just looked down. I was tired of playing games and doing things and just backed off and just, okay, you want to talk, you want to get together, here's my phone number, give me a call, I'll do it. I mean, really, it's
And you let your guard down.
I let my guard
You let
down.
your guard down.
I let my guard down only because of the fact that I had my guard up for weeks.
Yeah.
And only and through that guard that I had, I thought maybe she needed some help. Maybe she needed to talk to somebody. Maybe she was moving in a direction that I could help her in some way. Really, that's the honest answer.
And what did you want to talk to her about? I mean regards to
I wanted to open up those channels. I don't know where she was in that regard. I wanted to open it up so she could talk to me. And she in the past she was guarded too.
And she,
Or
you talked about a lot of things. You said you talked about, different things. How was it you guys talk about? I know you said you let your guard down, and you're feeling lonely. How many times did you guys talk about sexual things?
Nothing up until tonight.
Okay, nothing.
That I'm aware of.
Are you aware?
I don't remember anything. The connotation of the. And if it was, it was like really off the wall.
Off the wall.
Yeah, it wasn't like as straightforward as it was tonight.
So what do you consider straight, kind of off the wall? Just something that you remember you guys talked about?
I don't remember. I don't remember specifically.
You guys, use off the wall things, maybe about giving a blowjob or anything like that, or?
Oh, talking about what kind of relationship do you have? What she have with her boyfriend?
Okay.
And,
Did you guys go deeper than that?
he ever touch you?
Yeah.
About that? That's about the extent of it. That's about the bottom of it.
Up on it? Did she ever talk to you about going deeper than that? Any?
Not until tonight.
Okay.
And I'm not sure she really went that far with me as much as I went with her, which is my problem.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What you guys talk about tonight that just kind of seemed like everything?
I don't know what it was about tonight. I don't know what provoked that. Maybe it's just a commonality or just a talking over a period of time, which is probably a lot of it.
Kind of culminated. over a couple
No,
of weeks?
it wasn't a culmination. It was more. It was more of a just a relaxed nature between two people. Like I said, it doesn't. It wasn't a culmination of things. It was more of a relaxed nature of. Understanding each other.
So you felt like you were on the same page?
Yeah, that we could talk about something.
And you were open. You guys were open. You
I agree with that. I think for some reason it became more open tonight than ever before, and then obviously exploded. But again, I jump on you guys for that. I jump on you for that because that what I needed, whether it was Cheyenne or Joe Blow, I needed somebody to talk to, and instead of somebody to talk to, I ended up with investigations.
well,
I understand. I don't criticize you for it. Don't understand. Don't misunderstand.
I understand.
It's a real social, and it's a real social problem. I don't know how often do you do this every night?
No,
No.
no. This is Jim. You know, like I said before, we're just trying to get out what happened tonight and what's been happening. And you know, I understand that you've had a rough time. You needed to talk to somebody.
Yes.
You could have went out with 2 women or 3 women the other night.
15. I mean,
Right,
right. The other night,
yeah.
2 nights up there.
Talk to Cheyenne.
15, sure.
Made you feel good. Kind of let you.
It solved a problem, but it didn't solve a problem.
He had 15 girls to choose from, but Cheyenne, the 13-year-old, is the one that made him feel good. Okay.
In terms of, I didn't do anything except for talk.
Yeah. And and then tonight was just a culmination of, you know, you felt like, you know, hey, maybe I need to see her. Maybe she can actually, I can open up to her.
And that's exactly, and that is really essentially it. You know, would it come to some sexual thing? I'm not going to say it wouldn't, but I'm in the other side of me, which it wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. I can't believe your phone's ringing. It would not have. It would never reach that point because of the person I am, and because I would never take an advantage of her. If you go back on those and you'll see it, how many times I asked her, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure?" And the reason why is because I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to. She was young, supposedly. She was young, and I did not want to do that.
I just forgot that the mic was muted. What the fuck? So I just went through all that shit for nothing. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, Lantic_City. If you'd like to follow me on, God damn it. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, LanticCityLC. If you'd like to donate to the channel for as low as $1, you gain early access to a video of your choosing, whether it be Interrogation of a Predator, the next episode of that, the next episode of A Look At, whatever show I got going on at the time. Interrogation of a Predator, new episode next Sunday. The season 2 finale of Dear Kayla, Love Lorne starts tomorrow. Or is tomorrow. It doesn't start. It is tomorrow. Season 3 starts April 11th. So stay tuned for that. An all new episode of A Look At. That's Tuesday. And an all new ORRESTED March 16th. I don't know exactly what parts were muted and what wasn't, so I'll just go ahead and repeat what I did say. Sorry, I didn't have much to say. I'll let Jim do most of the talking this episode. Hopefully I'll have more to say on the next one, but I'll catch y'all next time, next week, on an all new episode of Interrogation of a Predator with Jim Rauch. This has been your boy Lantic City. I'm going to catch you next time. And the Lantic City, the LCN live streams will be starting up soon. So stay tuned for that. I'm out.